HRCI was like,
nah, child, that ain't what we doing.
Tamika, which one's the best?
Tamika, which one should I get?
Tamika, should I do HRCI and SHRM?
Tamika, should I take both?
y'all constantly ask me this question. Hey y'all, this is Tamika, the face behind Heyyy HR, and I absolutely thought that I was done answering or doing videos for all of the requested videos that were in the comments. And no, I'm not. This video is going to be all about the difference between HRCI, SHRM, and CIPD. So if you're new here, I want you to know that I eat and breathe HR. I have worked in the human resources career field for almost 13 years. I started as an HR assistant, worked my way up to an HR director. Now I happily sit as a global human resources business partner. I have the highest level SHRM certification, which is the SHRM SCP certification, Senior Certified Professional. And I also have not only a master's in business administration, but also a master's in human resources management, as well as a master's in human resources leadership. So when I give you guys information, I'm giving you not only from experience, but tons of knowledge. And that's what I enjoy doing, is sharing information with you so that you can not only start, but also grow your human resources career. So if you want to know the difference between the SHRM, the HRCI, and the CIPD, then definitely keep watching. So first I want to start with a little history, because I think if we understand this history, it'll help everyone decide, even if you're not considering CIPD. If we're looking at the US residents, US employees, US HR professionals, then between HRCI and SHRM, the HRCI certifications and exams existed the longest. SHRM has always existed, but it always got HRCI to administer, create, improve, update the certifications for HR professionals. When I started my career, the only choice we had in the US was HRCI. Shortly after I started my career, I want to say about 2 or 3 years into my career, is when SHRM decided they wanted to create their own certifications. So for me going to not only the national, but also state as well as local conferences and meetings and hearing directly from SHRM themselves, it was explained that SHRM decided to create their own exams because at the time, HRCI only had PHR, SPHR, GPHR. But between the PHR as well as the SPHR, it did not include global information. SHRM's idea was that, the world is changing. There's going to be a lot of companies where now HR professionals will be able to work globally or with a global talent force. And so we need certifications that is going to automatically include the global information that they need so that they're not required or feel required to get yet another certification. HRCI was like,
nah, child, that ain't what we doing.
As a result, SHRM decided, okay, well, we're going to create our own exams, going to include the global information. So y'all just administering these exams for us. Here comes SHRM, CP, and SCP. Y'all can imagine a whole lot of people, including my directors at the time, had already had their HRCI certifications. SHRM was like, we're not going to make you study for this exam again. We're not going to make you pay for it again. We're not going to make you take this exam again. We're not going to make you reprove yourself because this is a decision that we made. I literally watched my HR director take a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation, click through it, and she became certified by SHRM. And they only allow that for a particular period of time. So that's where you see like the older HR professionals that have both certifications. That's the only reason why they got both, child. I won't say the only reason, but that's the most popular reason why they have both. I couldn't imagine if you already had a certification, you'd go and study for the next one unless you missed the deadline. But they literally watch a 20-minute PowerPoint. Naturally, if your biggest client decide, okay, I'm gonna go off and do my own thing, what are you gonna do? Figure out a way to not only continue to generate revenue, but also to stay competitive, right? So as soon as SHRM came out with their 2 certifications, the CP and the SCP, here comes HRCI, where they created the APHR, the APHRI, the SPHRI. They started creating these certifications to make you feel like, okay, you have more options here. Not only that, the APHR has minimum requirements than what the CP had. The CP is the lowest SHRM certification. And so as a result, obviously this is gonna help them keep generating money because you guys are gonna keep buying it.
Tamika, which one's the best?
Tamika, which one should I get?
Tamika, should I do HRCI and SHRM?
Tamika, should I take both?
Y'all constantly ask me this question. I created a video to tell you the difference between those two, HRCI and SHRM. Told y'all already what those differences are. So I'm gonna put this video here. I'm gonna definitely put the link down in the description box. If you guys are a little confused, it's even on my website as like the most viewed video, what have you, on the homepage of heyhr.com. And so this is where I want you to know that information has not changed. Yeah, I can update it. I'm going to include the same information and say the same things. It has not changed. For me, in 13 years of not only being a part of HR interviews, hiring HR professionals, being a part of HR departments, no one has ever made a big thing about the difference. No one cares. No one cares. If it asks you to be certified, it just wants you to be certified. No one cares if it came from HRCI or SHRM. I'll still put that video there so you guys can know. But the video request or the comment that I got from someone was asking me, hey Tamika, what's the difference between HRCI, SHRM, and CIPD? So CIPD is, let me break down the acronym. It's Chartered Institute of Personnel Development. Now, any of y'all who've been around HR for a while, y'all know without a doubt, I do not like the word personnel. I feel like it's so outdated. I just feel like if you use the word personnel, then you're showing that when you started, so you're kind of showing giving age discrimination opportunities, but I also feel like you haven't advanced, right? Because we already moved from personnel to human resources professionals to now we've moved to people. So if you still at personnel, that's a little scary for me. And I would imagine for a lot of other people. But CIPD is a highly regarded HR certification, particularly in like other countries outside of US, more so the UK. So for the person that asked this question saying, which one should I get? What's the difference? It depends on your location. Where do you want to work? What type of company do you want to work for? Do you want to work for a UK-based company, or do you want to work for a company that's literally in the UK? What do you want to do? And that is your answer. What I will tell you is that for the company that I worked with, I had employees in the UK, and there was no big deal about me having a SHRM certification. In addition to that, I've had several interviews with different companies for leadership roles in human resources. They found me on LinkedIn. They ain't never had a problem with me not having a CIPD certification. So I would say it's totally up to you. Personally, I would look at the pricing. I would look at the minimum requirements. I would look at what the credentials or the requirements are to stay certified and continue recertification. And those things will help me decide. I will also look at companies I want to work for and see what they're preferring. I will tell you in the US, as long as you're certified, that's all we want. We don't care if it's an HRCI or a SHRM for right now, in this day and time. And I'm saying this in January 2025. It's no big deal. If you're coming to work in the US or work for a US-based company, I wouldn't put a high emphasis on a CIPD. So when you guys ask these questions, it really, sometimes I get to it. Sometimes I wonder if I hit the target that y'all are asking for, because these questions, you guys, can be so like heavy, because like there's so many angles, there's so many levels and things like that in HR. So I hope that I answered this question for you. You just asked me what was the difference. I just gave you the difference. If I missed it by any mark or I didn't answer something, just leave it in the comments and I'll definitely make sure to reply to it. But for now, those are the differences between the three. So if you guys are, or anyone that's watching this is new here, then thank you so much for coming in and kind of hanging out with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you found value in this video. I ask you to please do me a huge favor and hit the like button. For any of you who are returning, I ask you to do the same. I thank you so much. You guys mean so much to me. This means a lot in supporting my channel. So please hit the like button. If you aren't already subscribed, I ask you to consider subscribing. And I just cannot wait to see y'all on the next video.